From leadership to grow the clubs and 30-something. So are you guys ready for this challenge?
Yes.
This is the information you need to know. Fred is going to help guide you through. He will guide you through the decision-making process that every member and guest goes through. You know, when you go to a club and what happens? What do I do? Who am I? Why am I here? He will show you how to influence that decision. Using his handout, you will work with in small groups to create your plan. Please welcome Fred Haley, our distinguished Toastmaster, 2-time division governor, 3-time, well, he's got a lot of accolades, 3-time area governor, 15-year member, and credited with growing the club over 60 members, and our distinguished speaker for today, welcome Fred Haley.
Okay, you're here because you want to grow? Are you sure? Do you? Raise your hand if you want to grow your club to be 30 or more members. Good. Everybody's saying yes. Important question. Why? Okay. Why?
Members will get burned out when the same numbers do the same things.
Okay. So you would get burned out too? Would you get burned out?
I try not to do that too.
Okay. Good. So you help the club by giving new members. Okay. What else? Why do you want new members?
I don't have to fill a role every single meeting.
Very good. Any other?
Networking opportunities.
Excellent. Yes. So, anything else?
And energy.
Oh, very good. All right. So, what's the energy going to do?
It's going to motivate people to complete their training and go through the different modules.
Very good. Very good. So, here's 3 things. Generally, you help yourself. You help your club. And if you really recognize and want to, you help your district. You just learned the most important part of any decision-making process. Before you do anything, you have to have a reason. Every decision-making process starts with the question, why? Whenever you are asked to do something, if you ask me, could you help build 30 members in your club? My first question would be, why? When Dave Hollingshead and all the other people this morning asked you to go to the district conference here, the first thing you would have thought was, well, why do I want to do that? What's the answer? Because. Anytime you get a question, even if a 2-year-old asks why, the answer they're expecting is because. But it's not just because, it's because W-I-I-F-M. If you've heard before, you know what that means. Anybody know what W-I-I-F-M means? What
What's in it for me?
What's in it for me? Exactly. You need a reason. Come on in. We need a reason. Every decision is made because of a reason, because of what's in it for me. The decision maker wants to know what's in it for me. Which means we have a lot of people who leave every year. 68% leave for other reasons. Different needs, whatever else. Would it help to know why? Would it help to know why they made that decision? Maybe we need to talk about that a little more. Investigate that a little bit more. Why do we want to know why those people leave? Any thoughts?
You change their mind.
Yeah. If we know why they're making that decision, why they're leaving, then we can maybe do something different. Maybe change their minds and they'll stay. And in the process, get some more members. So it would benefit us to help to know them and know why, so that they can change their minds and stay with us. But who's going to make that decision? You know what that means. The member.
Members, yeah.
It's the member. In a general sense, it's your audience or your customer. In any other setting, it would be that. For us, it's the member. What does your member want? Can you tell me what you think HT is? What does your member want? How about something more specific or just general? They want you to help them. Help them with their communication and leadership skills. Why? Because they have an issue, a problem. They maybe just have a want. They have something they're aspire to or need to be inspired. They want you to help those communication skills and leadership skills, but not in Toastmasters, outside of Toastmasters. Raise your hand if you joined Toastmasters so you could get your Distinguished Toastmaster award. When you signed that paper, you thought you would do that so you could get your DTM. Nobody does.
My second time around.
You said it. Okay, very good. Sure, but we don't join Toastmasters to become Toastmasters. We join Toastmasters to get help to improve ourselves outside of Toastmasters. That's an important point. An important point in growing membership. But when we start to ask why, there's 3 more why questions that come up. First, why question? To get to more detail so we can make our good decision. Why this? This is a general question. It should be in your hand. Yeah, good. Why this? Why do I need to buy a new car? Well, your old car is old, it's expensive to maintain, the new one's going to last longer. Or for Toastmasters, it's why join Toastmasters at all? Any club?
If I need them.
Good. Good. Okay. We'll work with that. Let's go a little more specific. We want to join Toastmasters, we want to get a new car. Why you? A little more specific. Why buy a car from Hagen Toyota? Well, they're cheaper prices, better service, and their salespeople are cuter than the 2 twin girls in the other car. Or specifically, why your club? We're not giving the answers right now, we need to know the questions. Why this? Why you? What do you think the third question is?
Why now?
Why now? Exactly. Sure, I can make that decision, but do I have to do this now? Well, the car dealer will say, yes, this is the best time to buy, it's the cheapest prices, and we'll do more for you. It could be cost, it could be timing, it could be some other challenge. Well, for your club, what else do you offer that makes it yourself special so that they can make that decision to join your club? So how do you influence the decisions? Members have needs. They have wants. You have something to offer. When you can make something to offer that meets those needs and your wants, you give them the reason. You give them what's in it for me. But are you going to be giving something for everybody? What happens if you can't? What happens if what you offer does not meet their needs? Do you say, well, I'll change? Do you say, you change? And we're going to continue to do it. Or do you just give up on the customer, give up on the member? Or do you help the member find another club or another product that can help them? Let's do a quick exercise. Let's all go out to eat. How many out here? 5, 9 of us, 10 of us? Oh, 10 of us. 10 of you. 10 of us. We're all going to go out to eat. Everybody stand up. We haven't decided anything except we all ought to go out to eat. If you do not want to eat with us, sit down. I thought someone was going to sit down. Very good. All right. Let's plan a time, a day first. Do we want to do it today or another day?
I'm too busy today.
Who wants to do it today? Who wants to do it tomorrow?
I got church tomorrow.
Okay? Who wants to do it this afternoon right after the session?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. If you do not want to, sit down. If you do not want to have lunch with us, sit down.
Who's paying?
Later question. First question is, what type of atmosphere do we want? Do we want fast food? Do we want a pizza place? Do we want to-go order? What do you want? What would you like? Or do you want a casual place like Carrabba's or someplace? It's a casual sit-down place. Okay, so a casual sit-down place. If you do not want casual, sit down. Alright, now, what type of food? Not a restaurant, what type of food? Healthy foods. Healthy foods, okay? It's healthy food?
Yeah. Okay, so it's pretty good.
Okay, very good. Anybody want something different? Pizza? Italian? Chinese? What's the consensus? Healthy food.
Healthy food.
If you do not want healthy food, sit down. If you do not want to eat, go to a place that has healthy food, sit down. Very good. Name a healthy food restaurant. Restaurant? Yeah, name a healthy food.
Tomatoes.
Sweet tomatoes.
Sweet tomatoes, okay. Then there's more than one sweet tomatoes around. There's one that did the ingredients. Where's the other one? There's one in Orange Park, yeah. Pardon?
On Wells Road.
Okay. Down Walls Road, Orange Park.
Since we're here, I'd like to
I'd rather be at Orange Park.
Isn't that barbecue?
Sit down if you do not want to go to the one at Orange Park. Okay. How about this? If you all go, whoever goes, I will pay. Will you stand? I changed my mind. Sit down. If you go and you bring a guest, I will pay for you. If you go, I will pay for you if you bring a guest. Will you stand? Stand if you're going to bring somebody else. Okay? If you go, and I promise a prize for everybody who comes, it's worth twice what the cost of the meal is. Will you go? Okay.
Yeah, but I still can't go this afternoon.
Very right. You're right. Why now? If I can't answer, if I can't serve, why now? Then you can't go. Now sit down if you think that I was really going to bring you and go there today. Have a seat. But look what we learned. Everybody has some wants or some needs. Everybody wanted to go out to eat. But everybody stood up at the first question. But we couldn't satisfy everybody. But when we changed some of the parameters, when I said I'll pay, or I'll pay for a guest, or I'll offer a special prize, some of those decisions changed. But we were unique. We picked some special decision, made some special decision. Healthy food at the Sweet Tomatoes at Orange Park. That was different than any other restaurant. We had 2 restaurants to pick from. We chose one. Think of that whole decision process now when you're trying to build a club, when you're trying to recruit a member. The member is going to go through that same sort of question and answer. Why this? Why you? Why now? Why eat? Why eat this type of food? Why eat this location? Why eat this time? What did your club offer for them? How did your club meet those special needs of individuals? Now, if we do know that, then we will know why they leave. They leave because we don't meet their needs and wants. Do we know what their needs and wants are? Do you know what the specific needs and wants of your members are outside of Toastmasters? I asked before how many joined Toastmasters to get their ATM. Nobody really raised your hand. Anybody tell me why you did join Toastmasters? Why did you? We're all Toastmasters, right?
Well, you did.
Why did you join Toastmasters originally?
It was to satisfy a class requirement on presentations. I didn't have an audience and filmed myself.
Okay. And you stayed after that?
Somehow I just got into my feet. I couldn't get out.
Very good. But you went there to fill a specific issue, a specific need that you had.
Correct.
Hey, I went there because of a friend who took me there, and I stayed there because I made new friends there.
Socials, friends. Very good. Jeannie.
The manager invited me to go along with him to a meeting.
Yeah. Why did you say?
In my line of work, I need to know how to speak. I need to know how to speak correctly because that was a challenge for me, believe it or not, in college. Even though I had been in advanced high
I
school.
believe it. We all had that problem. Yeah. Career.
I'm not officially a member of this at this point, but my reason for joining Toastmasters, and I made my mind that I am going to become a member. My reason is because I want to improve my communication skills and my leadership skills, and also see an opportunity to connect.
Okay. Good. Why do you want to improve your communication and leadership skills?
Because I want to be able to help others. I want to be able to be a good leader in my current position. I'm actually in school pursuing a master's degree.
Wow.
My goal is to first of all achieve my master's degree, then go on to achieve a PhD, and to someday become a CEO.
But look what you said. Look what everybody said. You joined Toastmasters not to join Toastmasters, but to help some education, some career, some social, or some future issue, some future goals. Sure. Outside of Toastmasters. Do the Toastmaster club that you join meet those needs? I've got a pet peeve. You all familiar with this?
Yes.
Club mission. Develop communication and leadership skills which create self-confidence and personal growth. When do you achieve that?
We're always achieving it.
Some people feel that's why many people leave, isn't it? Because they feel, I feel a lot more confident. I feel like I present more. I've met that need. 68%.
It's an ongoing process, and the longer you stay in Toastmasters, the more you develop and gain those skills.
Exactly right. Exactly right. But do the members know that?
Not unless we teach them that.
Or meet those needs?
Yeah.
How they want those communication leadership skills, you just said, outside of Toastmasters. So are we meeting those needs for them to use outside of Toastmasters? Do you help them? Do you know what their needs are in career, in social, in a hobby or an interest? If you have an issue that you're really passionate about, that's a social or one that doesn't involve a career, it's a volunteer organization, but you want to help them, or a church, and you want to help them. You use your communication skills and leadership skills that you learn here to help them. And does your club help them do that? No. Can your club offer to advance in those areas?
Not directly. Because that's not the goal of the club. No, that's not the goal of the club. That's just not the goal of the club. Indirectly, they can. Why not? Indirectly, can they make it? You sound like one of my kids.
Yeah, good.
Why?
Good. I want you to think. want to meet the needs and the wants of our customers, our members. But we may not meet everybody's needs. If we build a club that brings new members in to help you develop those communication and leadership skills, but then they get to the point where they feel what they've done all they think you can do, they're going to leave. If you build a club that says, I'm going to help you go to that next level that you want to go to meet those needs, church, education, social, work, education, then they'll stay because they have a bigger goal.
So, Fred, what you just did to me was eye-opening. It was, I had a framework of what Toastmasters is, and I saw it in this box. And I said, that's what's in the box. And you just said, break open the boundaries of the box and open it up to everybody so you can bring it in. That's great.
Yeah. Here's what we're doing at Global Leaders. I'm just going to use this as an example, we're a little bit more specific than I'm going to suggest you are or want to be, because we're going to do a little workshop at my time. Global Leaders, we have set a new vision. Our vision is your future. Well, we want members, advanced club members, people who are already in CC, who want to speak professionally. And speak professionally, I don't mean, can be if you want to get paid, or it can be if you just want to help advance a club, or a career, or an issue, a church, social issue. If you want to be a spokesperson or an advocate, well, that's in a sense speaking professionally. If you want to go out there, we want to help you. Your club may be different. How? We want to help you develop those skills. Why this? We're the only club with this purpose. And why now? Because you have to be a member to participate. So in our club, we have set answers to those three questions. So someone who says yes, 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 they're going to join. What if somebody says, no, I don't want to do that? Do I change my plan?
It may not be for everyone.
Then what do I do? You're right. So then I say, what do you want? What is your need or you want? They explain it something else, and then we can say, well, there's another club that can help you with that. Let's build Toastmasters by help you go to that club and advance your career, your education, your social there. Your question?
No, I'm sorry.
He's just waving at me. You're making me feel good. Thank you. Do you follow what I'm saying? I'm going to ask you to do a little exercise. Just get together. Here's what I'm saying. One good way to develop clubs or to build clubs is to get your own identity that meets the needs of other people. This is an aside, but it's a very good example. John Maxwell, pretty active, pretty connected with Toastmasters, the leadership guru, talks about time when he was a head of a big church in California. He said before that, all of the members were families, and a lot of interaction with families, because the pastor was a family. He joined, and all of the people eventually came and grew his church. They were all leaders in their community. But when he left, another pastor came in, and the pastor was more interested in artists and social areas. And artists came and joined, and the others left. Changed lead, but they were following the leaders. They were following the new mission of that club, of that church. Like follows like. If you want to be general, then everyone who just generally wants to improve will come to you. But once they meet that, they'll stop. If you have a specific goal to help them achieve a certain area, they'll come to that. They'll gravitate to you because you have told them you want to help them. I'm going to do a little exercise. I'm going to have the two tables to get together and plan your own club. But before I do, are there any questions? I already have a question.
I was going to ask you a question.
Okay.
various wants of individuals that join. I think that's the way you sell your product. So it's great to recommend that they go out to various clubs, but we're wanting to promote membership within our club. So just as an example, individuals wanting to socialize. Our club tailors to that crowd by networking opportunities. We've actually set up weekly luncheons. It's very general. You bring your own lunch and you can come and network with us. We also have career expos where various organizations, I would say, actually set up along with the different areas of our company to talk about what they have to offer. So I believe that the goal is to sell it, and it depends on the way you wrap it. So you don't have to push out of your club, but it's all in your presentation.
Good point. Yeah, you know that there's a couple needs or wants for your members, networking and social activities, and you're catering to it. Let me ask you a question. Who else is a member of a closed club? Do the members of the closed clubs give speeches based on your work? Sometimes. Usually not.
It depends.
Yeah, it's not really a good environment to give those kind of speeches to
Oh, you mean
bosses
specific?
around there.
Yeah, why? Okay, why not?
Because the members are not comfortable giving that type of presentation in front of their bosses when the presentation might be for their bosses. Now that is something that you have to work on within the membership, right? And the bosses have to take a step back, and it is an issue that has to be addressed. But most of our members choose not to do that.
That's the two reasons I usually hear. If your boss is there and you don't want to show your boss the draft and not be perfect. Or if the club is just to get away and not to think about work for a little while. Those are the two reasons I usually hear about not giving a work speech out of a closed club.
Well, one other thing, Fred, I want to point out, in the businesses that we are involved in, security is absolutely top of the head. And you can't talk about a sensitive business issue within an open group.
Do your members recognize that if you help them to develop those presentations within whatever parameters and social and security parameters you have, that would help them? It helped them with their presentation, it helped them in their career. In other words, if you can meet a higher goal of theirs, if you can meet a need that they may think about but don't think the Toastmasters is going to address, but you can address it, then you can tell them, I want to help you address that need. I want to help you advance your career. The networking is a good part of it. The social is really networking and getting people comfortable so you know how to work together. Push that, promote that as I am helping your club. I'm helping you through my club to advance your career or help your whatever other interests you have. It's finding a unique identity for your club. It's finding a niche, if you want, or a market, like a club. Like the Sweet Tomatoes. Sweet Tomatoes may be the only place that has healthy food. Oh my God. You're good. What time is it? 10:39. Okay, 10:39. Okay. So, how about this? Can I take 5 minutes to ask you another question?
I know you just a corporate clubs that open clubs, community clubs are big challenge trying to get
Yes, open club is even more, but you may not attract everybody. If you built a club that was for writers to help develop their presentation skills so that they can get more business, and you're the only writers club in the city, do you think you get more people?
This community clubs have different challenges.
You can be a community writers club.
Or have a writer's club on a specific night, something like a one-off.
Yeah. I'm saying find an identity, find a goal or your own need that you know others have. That you can help yourself, you can help those members or those prospective members who want to go further But the 68% who quit because you stop meeting their needs, we lose. 2/3 of the people who leave because you're not helping them anymore. And why are we not helping them? Why? Because we don't know what their needs are. We don't know what their needs are outside, and we're not addressing it.
Yes, my question, though, it might have been answered. That's my question because, for example, me myself, I joined the national skills, and we have had somebody come down to us. They wanted to not follow the practice. They wanted to follow some other idea. Now, how do we get on the outside the box? So it's like a special need over here. When Toastmasters kind of mastered all that outline, our stress and what we do.
The same answer as global leaders would have for someone who doesn't want to be a professional speaker and doesn't want to follow that practice. You can stay and follow our practice, or we'll help you find another club that can do that. You have to say no sometimes. If you have a specific niche, if you have an identity, if you are helping to meet some specific needs or wants of members, those people are going to come. The people who don't want that, don't have that need, don't have that want, who don't really want to go in that area, then they leave. They'll go, and you'll help them go find someplace else. Don't expect to be something for everyone.
As you said, writers, our clubs might not be able to help the writers in our regular club.
Yeah, no, I don't want you to be a writer's club. I don't want you to be a professional speakers club if you don't want to be. What is your biggest need? What do you want to use Toastmasters skills for, communication skills for outside of the club?
Mine is so I would become more comfortable when I'm called on to speak or address an audience.
Where?
On my job or any place. It was unlimited.
Okay. So there are clubs, and most clubs will help get to that base level of confidence. That's what most of the clubs do.
And
But once you get there, what are you going to do?
I wanted to mention that maybe we should open the box even more so that we don't get ourselves back into a corner with our clubs. Communication, improving one's communication really is a personal thing that the person has to own. And so if we begin to not talk about the club per se meeting the need of someone, but someone coming in and personally investing in themselves to improve their communication on whatever level it is, because you're going to always need improved communication, whether it's within your family, within your friends, within work, whatever it is, you're going to need to improve that communication. So if we remind people that they are doing a personal investment, it's not about this club is going to come and meet my need, but what do you do to improve yourself and meet your own needs? And then share that with the club, as opposed to putting the burden of the club meeting a need for you, the individual. And that's just the outside of the box perspective.
Yes, the club sets the framework, but the member has the need and has to work with it, or work with the network, that framework, to be able to develop themselves. We're not going to solve the needs of everybody, but those people who we can help, we want to focus on those needs.
Freddie,
Go back to the very part.
Are you going to do your...
No, hold on, we'll have time to do the exercise. What did we say at the beginning? Why do we want to go to the district conference?
To me, I like the workshops. I mean, it's just interesting to meet the different Toastmasters network, but I enjoy the workshops. We have such a variety.
Joyce, why are you doing it? Joyce, why are you doing it?
It's in town. I don't have to travel.
No,
No, the conference.
So is the Jack's game.
The conferences offer the networking opportunities that you don't get in other settings, to learn a lot of things during the education sessions, and you have the opportunity to see speakers in the contest, which shows you how people have developed a different level of skill. There are a lot of things that you get out of going to the conference, and
those things that you get on the conference, do you just keep them in Toastmasters, or do you use them outside of
I
Toastmasters?
use them all over the place.
Exactly. Does your club, can you say the same thing for your club? Can you say the same thing for your club? Can you say, when I go and leave my club at the end of that meeting, I am learning more, I'm networking more so that I can advance my career, I can advance my interests, I can advance my social life. I can meet my need or my want. Find an identity for a club, for your club, or your new club, that can meet those needs, specific needs of some people. And like you said, it's not going to be for everybody. And those people will help them find another club that does meet those needs. But when you do that, you will find, you'll be the only one with that identity. And the members will come to it. People will come because they want to. They want to build themselves. And then your clubs will grow. They'll grow to more than 30 members. Because you will have that identity that meets their needs and their wants.
Fred, can you talk a little bit about how we identify their needs and so that we can create that identity based on their needs?
That's exactly the question. And that's what we would have done the exercise, but we ran over time for that. But start to ask the question for yourself and your members. What is the biggest need that I have? For global leaders, we realize there are a lot of our members, a lot of other members outside this, half the people in this building today who would like to be professional speakers. Well, you might say, I want to be a preacher. I want to be an artist, a writer that goes out and talks about my books. You realize, if you just write a book, you're not going to sell it until you go out and talk about it. But if you're a bad speaker, you're not going to sell any book. So I start to identify what those you ask and then answer those questions. Why this? What are your needs? What are your wants? If you look in the back of the handout that we had, that would have been the exercise, you would have asked, what is the member you would want to have? What are their needs? What are their wants? Describe them. You start to picture who those members might be. What the specific need, the specific want is. And then ask the question, why this? Why this type of club? Why your club? Why now? When you can answer those questions, you have a good vision of what your club's going to be, how you're going to help a lot of people. A lot of people. And then you'll grow that membership. Last point. You won't do it alone because there's 400 here or how many here and us here to be here to help you. Even if it's to help you identify that niche, identify that, give that identity. We are here to help you. It's a process to be able to find out and see ask questions and learn what that need is, what that want is. But you can find it. Because you have it. You just have to recognize it, acknowledge it. And then you'll grow. Last questions? Any other thoughts? Hey, do we have how much more time?
You have about 1 minute.
1 minute, okay. If you were to start another club that has a specific identity or specific needs, what would that need or identity be? What would you try to help people do? Anybody have a thought?
Advance a career.
Advance a career. Okay. What sort of career? Managers?
Yes.
Or salespeople?
Probably more operational management.
Okay. Operational management could be one club. Salespeople could be another club.
What if you wasn't really interested in advancing in management? Like, I'm not interested in management.
Exactly. If you're not interested in it, then you don't join that club. But if you want to do what?
I want to do like I do now, go out and do monologues, or maybe advance the social cause.
Social cause. Find and build a club that's based on social cause, or based on social interest, or spokesperson advocate. Build a club for that. Salespeople have to talk all the time. Maybe you should build a club for salespeople. Find a specific niche, a specific identity, a specific need. What about you? Think about it. You had said before you wanted to go join Toastmasters so you could help others in a certain area. What area was that?
I want to be able to reach people. As a manager, I want to be able to and to provide leadership.
So you would build a club specific for leaders, for CEOs, or for people who want to become leaders, who have so still follow the same outline of Toastmasters: speeches, evaluations, topics, but base them on what your goal is.
And that's still within the Toastmasters.
Within the Toastmasters model, definitely, yes. Yes. Sound like fun? It sounds like work. But work is never work when you're having fun.
Okay, Fred, thank you so much. Okay, here is on behalf of Knowledge of College, a certificate of appreciation to Fred Haley for your outstanding performance today. Thank you so much.